Dear friends, welcome to Pisa in Italy, home of one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. Today we're exploring the heart of this historic Tuscan city in just one day. The Piazza del Duomo in Pisa is free to enter, allowing visitors to walk through the stunning square and admire its world-famous monuments without paying an entrance fee. But you need a ticket to enter most of the attractions in the square. You can find the official link for the tickets in the description. There are many options available for the tickets. You can select one as per your needs. Online booking is always advisable. Since we had no intention to climb the Leaning Tower, we purchased the ticket called Complete Visit. Okay, now let's see what we can explore in the area. It starts with the Leaning Tower, Cathedral, Baptistery, Camposanto, Opera del Duomo Museum, and the Sinopie Museum. As you can see, all these attractions are very close to each other. If you are short on time, you can even visit all these attractions in half a day. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world and the crown jewel of the Piazza del Duomo. Built as the freestanding bell tower for Pisa's cathedral, construction began in 1173, but due to soft, unstable soil, the tower began to tilt even before it was completed. Despite this engineering flaw, or perhaps because of it, the tower became an architectural marvel and a symbol of resilience. Standing at 56 meters tall, the tower leans at an angle of about 4 degrees, though extensive restoration work has stabilized it over the years. Visitors can climb its 294 spiral steps to enjoy breathtaking views of the city and surrounding Tuscan countryside. The story of Galileo Galilei and the Leaning Tower of Pisa is one of the most famous anecdotes in the history of science. According to legend, in the late 16th century, Galileo conducted an experiment from the tower's heights to study the laws of motion and gravity. He is said to have dropped 2 spheres of different masses simultaneously from the tower to demonstrate that their time of descent was independent of their weight, challenging the long-held Aristotelian belief that heavier objects fall faster. The Cathedral of Pisa is a stunning example of Romanesque architecture and the centerpiece of the Piazza del Duomo. Built starting in 1064, the cathedral showcases a harmonious blend of classical, Byzantine, and Islamic artistic influences, reflecting Pisa's status as a powerful maritime republic. Its grand facade, adorned with intricate marble arches, columns, and sculptures, creates an impressive first impression. Inside, the cathedral features a richly decorated interior with beautiful mosaics, including a famous Christ in Majesty mosaic on the apse ceiling and the intricately carved pulpit by Giovanni Pisano. The cathedral's design and art reflect the religious devotion and artistic innovation of medieval Italy. Visitors can enter the cathedral for free with a timed entry pass, allowing them to experience the spiritual and historical heart of Pisa's monumental complex. The Baptistery of Pisa is the largest baptistery in Italy and an exceptional example of medieval architecture. Construction began in 1152 and took over 2 centuries to complete, resulting in a fascinating blend of Romanesque and Gothic styles. The building is famous for its striking white marble exterior adorned with delicate carvings and its impressive dome. Inside, the baptistery is renowned for its remarkable acoustics. Visitors often experience the echo effect when a staff member demonstrates with their voice or a musical instrument. The baptistery was dedicated to Saint John the Baptist and served as the place where new members of the Christian community were baptized. The Camposanto Monumentale, or the Monumental Cemetery, is a historic and sacred site and the last monument on Piazza del Duomo. Founded in 1277, it is said to be built on soil brought back from Golgotha, the site of Christ's crucifixion, which adds to its spiritual significance. The Camposanto is a large cloistered cemetery featuring beautiful Gothic architecture, serene courtyards, and ancient Roman sarcophagi. It was built to accommodate the graves that until then were scattered all around the cathedral. It is also famous for its remarkable collection of medieval frescoes, including the powerful and haunting Triumph of Death fresco, which vividly depicts the inevitability of mortality. Although damaged during World War II, many frescoes have been carefully restored. Visiting the Camposanto offers a peaceful and reflective experience, providing insight into Pisa's religious history and artistic heritage. The Sinopie Museum in Pisa offers a fascinating look behind the scenes of the famous frescoes in the Camposanto Monumentale. It houses the original preparatory sketches, known as Sinopie, which were uncovered during restoration after World War II bombings. These detailed drawings reveal the artistic planning and techniques used by medieval painters, providing unique insight into the creation of these masterpieces. The museum also features multimedia exhibits that trace the history and restoration of the Camposanto. Visiting the Sinopie Museum enriches your understanding of Pisa's artistic heritage and the incredible craftsmanship behind its celebrated frescoes. The Opera del Duomo Museum is the last attraction we visited in the Piazza del Duomo. This museum is a treasure trove of medieval art and religious artifacts, offering visitors an in-depth look into the city's rich artistic heritage. Housed in a 13th century building that once served as the residence for the cathedral's canons, the museum's collection spans from the 11th to the 18th century, with a particular emphasis on sculptures from the cathedral and baptistery. In the afternoon, we walked to the Arno River, passing Piazza dei Cavalieri, or the Knights Square. the square, once the political center of medieval Pisa. It's home to beautiful Renaissance buildings like the Palazzo della Carovana and the Church of Santo Stefano dei Cavalieri. You can also see this statue of Galileo Galilei at the Largo Ciro Menotti during the walk. The Arno River is the lifeblood of Pisa, gracefully flowing through the city before continuing its journey to the Ligurian Sea. Stretching about 241 kilometers, the river not only shapes the landscape but also holds deep historical and cultural significance for the region. At the riverbank, you can see the Cittadella Vecchia, the Republican Arsenal, and the Guelfa Tower. The Cittadella Vecchia is a fortified complex established in the early 13th century. You can also see another statue of Galileo Galilei in front of these buildings. With that, it's time to end our tour through Pisa's timeless embrace, where every leaning stone and flowing river tells a story etched in history's grace. See you again in unscripted days, where new stories await beyond the horizon.